Excitement builds for the mega fight between Canelo Alvarez and Terence Crawford. Many experts in the boxing world are sounding alarms. They warn that the Mexican superstar may be in for a tougher test than he expects.
And Canelo only needs one punch. You know what I mean? That really, basically, that's what it boils down to. I think Canelo only needs one shot to change the game or change the fight. Crawford gonna have to stay consistent and win out. He's gonna have to get ahead and stay ahead. You know what I mean? And then also looming is the controversy. Can Crawford win a close decision? I could never win a close decision. I never won a close decision. That's what's looming. I think if Crawford is gonna guarantee victory, he gotta stop him.
A man who ain't been stopped.
He gotta stop him, bro.
Yeah, challenge.
So that's gonna be the challenge. So I like Bud. I've always loved Bud, bro. But he in for a hell of a fight. If Saul show up, it's gonna be tough.
To Liam Smith, a veteran from Liverpool who fought Canelo in 2016, believes Canelo will defeat Crawford, but not without difficulty. Smith himself was knocked out in the 9th round by a vicious body shot from Canelo. He said the Mexican champion is taking this fight very seriously, proven by his choice to spar with top welterweight contender Jaron Boots Ennis. Smith explained, "If he's getting Boots Ennis into sparring, that shows you how serious Canelo is. Boots is a great fighter." Former WBC light welterweight champion Regis Prograis also gave his thoughts. While praising Crawford's skill, he pointed out that age could be a factor. Canelo, 35, is the younger man, and Prograis believes Canelo's natural size and strength at super middleweight will be key. He compared Crawford's smaller frame to the bigger names Canelo has faced, like Sergey Kovalev and Gennady Golovkin, and predicted that Canelo's size and experience will tip the fight in his favor.
I think that Crawford has the ability to outbox Canelo. You gotta look at it, and that Canelo's older. Crawford has the ability, but he's small, and he can look bigger Crawford could look bigger in the weigh-ins and all that stuff, but it's always a difference. When you get in that fight with somebody, you can tell. Same thing with Jamel. Jamel fought him, the twin. He fought Crawford, and in all the stuff, the weigh-ins and the press conference, Jamel looked like the bigger man. His head, his neck, everything looked bigger. But when they got in the fight, you can tell. You can see who really was the bigger man. And I think that's the same thing. Crawford is putting on weight, but it's not weight. Like Canelo had the weight already. He doesn't have to put on muscle. He doesn't have to do that. He's already big like that. But I think that Crawford does have the style. He does have the style to beat him. If you look at the people that beat him or gave him trouble, Irislan De Lara, Austin Trout, Floyd, and Bivol, they gave him trouble and stuff like that. And Skull moved around a little bit too. So I think that Crawford has that, but I don't know how Crawford is gonna respond when he gets hit. Same thing with Jamel. Jamel was undisputed at 154, and Canelo hit him and shit. Jamel was like, hell no. Jamel took a knee, So it's a big difference. And Crawford had that one fight at 154, and he didn't, Madrimov was touching him up a little bit. And this is nowhere close to Madrimov. You talk about Canelo. Now, if it was just another bigger guy, I would go with Crawford. But you talk about great. This might be, people might kill me for it, but well, not really, but this might be.
On the other hand, Jeff Horn, who has faced both fighters, believes Crawford has the tools to win. Horn, who suffered knockout defeats to both Canelo and Crawford, said Crawford's unique style and ability to control distance make him dangerous. He explained that Crawford is not only a technical genius, but also skilled at using his opponent's momentum against them. Horn believes this adaptability could be the key to upsetting Canelo.
It has to be. I don't know if it's even been done before like this, but I don't think anyone's been successful at least at it. But he's got to. It's got to be tough. I don't know how he's going to do it. But I just know Crawford is so smart in that boxing ring that if anyone's to do it, he's definitely someone that can do it. So the weight stuff should be a rule, and it is in boxing that you're just not meant to jump it. You're not meant to jump multiple weight divisions like he's doing. But if it's Terence Crawford and he's smart out there and he knows what Canelo has to offer, because Canelo's one, he's jumped up from weight divisions too. He used to be a welterweight a fairly long time ago.
Former world champion Amir Khan has been one of Crawford's loudest supporters. Having fought both men, Khan knows their strengths firsthand. He was brutally knocked out by Canelo in 2016, but later lost to Crawford in 2019 via TKO after his corner stopped the fight. Khan admitted that Canelo's raw power is unmatched, but he believes Crawford's boxing IQ and adaptability give him a real chance to outthink and outmaneuver the Mexican champion.
I always said, look, both fighters are great. They're both great at what they do. I thought Canelo, he was easier to hit. He had slow feet, fast hands. I never expected him to have the fast hands he had. And obviously, he has a lot of power. So that's one thing Crawford has to worry about, the size and the power. But then again, I saw a picture of Crawford where he was weighing around about 180 pounds, looked strong, looked big. And I think he holds the weight well. And he's another fighter that's very strong, very powerful. So, you know what? I do lean more towards Crawford in this fight because he's the more fresher fighter. He's not been in too many wars like Canelo's been in. But look, like I said, this is a top level boxing. So I don't know who's gonna win. But like I said, I do lean more.
Boxing legend Roy Jones Jr. also weighed in, saying, Crawford represents what a great smaller fighter can achieve against a bigger opponent. He acknowledged the common saying in boxing that a good big man beats a good small man, but stressed that Crawford may be the exception. Jones pointed to Crawford's achievements becoming undisputed into weight classes as proof of his elite skill set. He suggested that Crawford's intelligence and ability to adjust could be enough to overcome Canelo's size advantage.
Terrence dealing with much of anything because Terrence did like I did as a heavyweight. He bulked up to the weight. He been dealing with super middles and light heavyweights in training. If you can deal with them in training, you can deal with them in the fight. So the weight should not even be an issue.
Do you think Terrence is that one fighter where he could accomplish what a lot of people are thinking is not doable? Is he that one fighter who's just wired and has that different DNA?
He is, and not only to mention is he the guy that can, he's already done it. How many 2 or 3 division undisputed champions have we ever had besides Usyk is a 2 division undisputed champ? This dude is a 3 division undisputed champ already, and if he win this, he'll be a 4 division undisputed champ. We may never see that again. See, people don't like to celebrate the reality when it's happening. They'll wait till the person dead and they talk about it. This man is the only 3 division undisputed champion that boxing has ever had. Now we're asking, are we wondering, can he step up to a task? Really? Do you know who we're talking about? A good big guy does beat a good bad guy, but a great little guy, does beat a great small guy, but a great small guy beats a good big guy. We might be talking about a great small guy here. We'll find out after this fight, but we might be talking about, which I think we already are, but I think we're not talking about a good small guy. I think we're talking about a great small guy. Understand me? So this great small guy, like you saw with me.
Dmitry Bivol, the man who handed Canelo his last loss in 2022, also spoke about the fight. He believes Crawford has the potential to win, but warns of the challenges ahead. Bivol said that while Crawford is extremely talented, moving up to super middleweight will be mentally tough. He stressed that the psychological battle is just as important as the physical one. According to Bivol, Crawford must be prepared not only for Canelo's power, but also for the mental challenge of fighting in unfamiliar territory at a higher weight.
Of course, it was about the size of Crawford. Is it okay for him to move up for 2 weight classes? Yeah, and he has very good skill. He able to win this fight, but there is a lot of but, and even not but, there is a lot of things, small things, which we don't know how he will deal with this. He need to get used to the power and pressure of 168. Maybe he will get used to it, and how he will be feeling himself on the same day when he will fighting, how his training camp will go on, a lot of things. But he's able, he has good skills, he's awkward, he can use 2 boxing stance.
Despite these concerns, many still argue that Crawford is the more technically skilled fighter. Carl Frampton is one of them, predicting that Crawford will come out on top thanks to his technical brilliance and ability to break opponents down. Frampton believes Canelo's hunger and sharpness have declined in recent years, while Crawford's precision and ring IQ remain unmatched. He concluded that Crawford's ability to adapt will be the key factor in dethroning the Mexican star in this high-stakes clash.
Great fight. It may not be the best fight in the world to watch, you know. I think that for Crawford to win, it'll have to be a boring fight. I think he uses distance and his movement, but I think Canelo's feet are a little bit slower now than they used to be. I think Crawford wins. I said it when he beat Earl Spence and everybody laughed at me. I said it that long ago. And I genuinely believe that.
That if you were in a Canelo Crawford card, that card would be a million times. It's still an amazing card, but you would have added a lot. Who wins, Canelo or Crawford?
I think it's gonna be a good fight, man. I'm going for Canelo, of course. You know, he's the Mexican warrior as well. And for Crawford, man, you can't neglect him or you can't underestimate him as well. You know, he has a lot of skills, a lot of movement. He's a lefty as well. That's what Canelo has trouble with. I think it's gonna be an amazing fight, man. I just can't wait.
September 13th, Canelo versus Crawford. Crawford's making up, move up in weight. What do you think about Crawford? Got Crawford.
Crawford's gonna do it. It's gonna be a good fight.
Yeah.
Crawford's gonna get the end. He's that man.
Any advice on him? This moment, you've had that moment against Mike Tyson, that seizing that moment. What kind of advice would you give him?
I think he's gonna be well prepared. He's looking great. You know, when I see him in the papers and reading the magazines,
yeah,
you know, it's gonna be a great fight. But I think Crawford's gonna come
in the ring with Canelo Alvarez. Terrence is not going to see anything that he hasn't seen before. No, he hasn't seen this beast on fight night, but he's seen versions of this beast for a very, very, very long time. People have said that he's a blown-up 147-pound fighter. If you remember, he said it was hard for him to make 147 when he fought Errol Spence Jr. I was like, yo, how is that possible? I didn't realize like he was really doing everything that's needed to gain the weight properly. Most fighters don't know how to gain weight and fit into a weight class properly. He's done that.